whenever we would have our practices for golf during camp, like the first thing we would do before we even got out on the green and like started using the clubs, we would sit and we would talk about our mission for that day, our goal for that day, how we were going to use the word and implement it into our life in terms of our athleticism. And like we would talk about things like confidence, like how there's so many examples in the Bible of people putting their confidence into the Lord and it working out for them, and how when you're playing a sport, you have to use that same source of confidence in order to succeed, get what you want to get done. And we would have huddles and talk about how the word relates to our athleticism in terms of how to refresh yourself, how to take days off, how to really stay committed and work towards the things you need to work towards. And there was just a lot of examples of how to bring Jesus into your everyday life, into your sports, into your time at home, time at school, and things like that.
The community, the people there really like help you with what you're doing, especially your leaders. And we have youth there that also are really all in, that'll help you throughout like everything you're going through. So if you want to even pull a leader over and ask them like what's going on, or tell them what's going on in your life, ask them for help, ask them how to do this with God. They have answers. If they don't have answers, they can go to somebody to do and they'll get back to you. So with the community that everybody's going, it's a great community, everybody's there, everybody has fun. We never had any problems. So it just shows that when you're when you're doing stuff that involves Christ, there's no problems. You're always going to have fun. Yeah, the walk is hard, but with the community, you can always be able to get through it. Amen.
Hi everyone, my name is Ryan, and I went to MAC this year for the first time. What I experienced at the MAC that made me want to return to my college campus and just share the word of Jesus with those around me was how I felt when I was at the MAC, which was just this like feeling of peace and relaxation and God's presence in my life that I really never felt as strongly as I did when I was at camp. When I felt it the most at camp was during worship, and it was just like a whole room of believers singing and singing songs of praise to God, and I really had never felt God's presence more in my life than in moments like that.
I feel like at camp, it taught me a lot about what it means to put your faith in the Lord. Like, it's not just the things you say, it's not just the things you say and the things you do every once in a while, it's the things you say all the time, the things you do all the time. And especially when it comes to like doubt, because it's very easy in this world where social media is like taking over your mind to like let the world get in and get in your mind and make you doubt everything, especially when it comes to your faith. But at camp, I really learned that you got to lean into those things and take that time to sit, ask questions, pray, get into the Word. And I don't know, I feel like it taught me how to put a lot of those things into practice.
On behalf of Philly FCA,
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.